Alright, back with our traveler campaign here. Our crew and ship, the ISS Intrepid, are now sitting after the jump, 109 diameters from the system primary. And we, in the last recording, we did do the initial mapping of both the stars and the number of bodies. This one we're going to need to finish those planetary scans and then go ahead and commence transit to the outer system at least, for any survey targets found there. We do have some issues we have to resolve though too, also. And you see them marked here. Finish planet scans, which we're going to do. Calculate how long this initial scanning takes before they start moving in system. Also, we're going to do a repair attempt against these drones to see if they are repairable here in the field or if they're a total loss. And this was due to bad maintenance done by the Scout maintenance crew while I was in there. So we'll probably have some words to say, but that may be 6 months out at this point. So we'll just have to see. I don't think this is enough to cancel the mission. So hopefully we can fix them. If not, then we're going to have to operate without drones, or we'll only have one drone and hope it lasts. And then we got to calculate the transit time to the outer system and see if we encounter anything on the way in. The Starship encounter, it was every day roll a d6. If you get a 6, you get an encounter. So let's go ahead and look at the subsector map here. We'll start doing our rolling. This is a bit too big. Let me see if I can tweak this. So what I've gone ahead and do, we've already got the main system identified. The first thing we're going to do is roll a d6 at this point and determine what orbit it is. Interestingly, if it ends up at 6, that probably means that's where the distant companions 3 start coming in. Or maybe it's closer in. So we'll roll for that first, and then we'll fill in the planetary body types. We'll get that from the Deep Rift Explorer Handbook. And then we'll go ahead and start rolling for specific characteristics. And then, in theory, depending on where the inner and outer systems are, that would determine maybe if we want to go to the inner system first or the outer system. So, with that being said, the first die roll is, where is the main system we've already identified located, what orbit it is. So we're going to pull up our die roller. So we're going to do a 1d6, and this will be the orbit of the main system around the primary star. Oh, I don't even know how to think about that. Maybe I should have done a plus with that. Let me look at something. Actually, we can do that. That makes sense too. Let's just say it's far enough out to be temperate, so there really is nothing in the hot zone. The warm zone only has this orbit here, and then we'll see that the other ones, let's get rid of this. Yep. So this is the outer system. There's the inner system. Interesting. Interesting design here. So now we need to roll to determine the planetary bodies. Yeah, this one's already identified, so that's number. And the next thing I wanted to roll was type. I thought I had that somewhere. Haven't done that. We can do it right here. Okay, that's where we'll roll. So to roll on the planetary body type, I'm going to come over here, and there it is, nature of body, 2d6. I'm not, since we're not picking the size, let's see, here's the star system generation. for orbit 0, dm minus 5, orbit 1, dm minus 4, orbit 2, dm 2. It's not an M-type, so I may not even do that, considering this weird configuration here, but we'll come back to that. So let's look at the nature of the planetary body. So we're going to pick the first one here, and we're going to roll 2d6, which is conveniently hidden. So let's put 2 here. Okay, and nature of the second orbit is large gas giant. Well, we're going to get our gas back. We don't have to worry about that. That's an interesting design here. So we got a large gas giant in orbit 2. Let's see what we got in orbit 3. 8. A small gas giant. Wow, this system's got a lot of gas. Sorry, that was a shot at an easy joke there. Let's go for 4. 4. Planetoid belt. Wow. This could be the effect of the distant command planetoid belt. So this is an easy system to map. And the last one, 10. Another gas giant. So there used to be something between these two, and it got crushed. Well, there's plenty of places to refuel here. And these are all in the outer range, okay? Then I guess we'll generate the size here in a second. We'll look at that. All right. Oh, there's M6. I'm sorry. One more. Maybe we'll get some weird planet out there. No, not the way I'm rolling. Another large gas giant. Holy smoke. It's probably a function of can't make that good. Go away. So let's see. Do I want to roll for these yet? Yeah, let's see. Let's do that. We'll roll. We can at least get scans on the nature of the body. Maybe not the details. So let's roll for the first one on here. 8. Oh, another gas giant. Am I really rolling this bad? Yeah, I am. Small gas giant. The next one. 9. Small gas giant. Can't I roll a 5 to a 7 here? Well, this is what got rolled. That's probably why there's no pirates here. Last one. Okay, finally. Oh no, a planetoid belt. So there is only one planet in this system. It looks like the companion is not even worth exploring. This may be a short exploration. We know the target is going to be this. It's already been generated. I don't think I really have to do much with these. That's an interesting system. So we're going to have to travel to the inner system. We're just going to go for that strange one planet that seems, well, half gravity, Earth, thin to none atmosphere. Let's look at it again. Got to fix that. Oh, I haven't done the temperature yet. Hydrographics, yeah, half oceans, moons, moon types. So I'll have to do that for the main planet. Let's see. So I guess the question would be, do we need to get to the inner system before we can do these further scans here? Maybe we'll say that. Okay, do I have to do anything else? We do have to roll for planetary size. Let's see if there's some special rules here. Following modifiers apply when generating worlds. Planetary cluster or belt is automatically size 0. Generate temperature by rolling 2D. Okay, I'll have a temperature roll in a second. Cold zone generate temperature 1D, but they're gas giants, so it doesn't really matter. So our planetary belts are size 0. let's see how many there are. Yeah, there's 2. Okay, so that's done. So let's see what the next one says. Frozen, uninhabited, none of this applies. There's only one thing. I'd see if they, okay, I don't think, gas giants, I don't know if we rolled for the size for that. Let me check that real quick. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look like I have to do any real further generation here. These could be targets of scanning and interest. Planetary belts may contain minerals. Maybe worth going through. Gas giants, well, they may have moons, actually. And then we'll see what goes on with the moons. Just thinking about strategy here. We burn 10 tons of fuel to let's see, ship stats. So let's see how much fuel we have here. 2 weeks of operation. We have 23 tons. Now we're stuck with 13 tons. I can't do a 2 jump. That's a problem. So I need to refuel. So probably what's going to happen first is I think we're going to go to this one and refuel and then move in planet. Because of the whispers of pirates, we probably want to keep our fuel tanks as full as possible. Although we could refuel here hydrographically if we unpack it and make sure it's actually water. We can get hydrogen from it. But it may be better to come in here, refuel, and then move in here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I don't think we need to do any further scanning at this point. We do need to know the moons, though. We should be able to figure out the moons. Size, average, time, right? Moons. Let's see about any super Earth. Small gas giants. There. Large gas giants. There. And then moon types. Oh, got to figure out how I recorded that before. Yeah, here are the moons and the moon types. Oh, wow. This could get ugly with a lot of them. Alright, let's roll for moons. Just do it. Alright, we're back. Well, I went off to figure out these moons. I kept messing them up. I may cut the portion out where I keep messing up calculating the moons. But I keep forgetting it's a D3, not 3D, according to these rules. So I'm going to have to, I think from now on, I'm going to do that offline. But we do end up with, let me just do this to mark this right. Okay, when I did a D3 minus 1 properly for this, our main planet only has 1 moon. That's good. And then all of our giants have anywhere from 1 group 2 moons to all of these ended up with 3 groups with assorted number of moons. I mean, each one of these is stop and go ahead and investigate the moons. So I'm going to have to edit the video and get out all my mess ups. But alright, we've got the number of moons. So at this point, there is nothing else to scan. We do have to figure out for the main, we want the moon type, and we've got the atmosphere. We don't have the temperature yet. We can probably do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All I'm going to do in this video is all this, well, we'll see. So coming over here, we can figure out for our planet the temperature. We do have the atmosphere also. So with that, let's get this out of the way. We got a 5 atmosphere, okay? So planet surface temperature primary to its distance from the primary. The habitable zone, we're in the habitable zone. Roll 2D for the planet's temp, applying the DMs below. And we've got an atmosphere of 5, so we get a DM minus 1 for the temperature. And it's not in the hot edge or the cold edge. So we get a simple 5, and it's in the habitable. So simple minus 1. Hopefully I can get this one right. Yep, 5 is a minus 1 dm, and we're rolling 2d6. So I will use my handy dandy die roll for that. 2d6 minus 1. 9. Temperature world Earth-like. Liquid and vaporized water are common. Okay, this thing's full of water. I don't know how you designate this. Well, it's probably just a 9. It's 9 for the temperature. I'll just put that in. 9. 0 to 30. They don't tell us that. I'm assuming that's centigrade. C and Earth-like with water and moderate ice caps. Water, moderate ice caps. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. That means this is water. So this it's an interesting planet. It's got a moon too. We'll look up the target type later, or I think we can do that. Let's see. Not that. Suitable targets. Inner system world categories. Here we go. So let's go ahead and categorize this for our Zoser. The size is not 0 to 2. Size is 5. No. Hold on. Size is 5. So it's not these. And the atmosphere is 5. And that's not anything here. And the hydrographics are not alpha, so it's not a water world, which makes it a garden world. Ooh. So this is definitely something to look at. So that's definitely going to be our target here. But like I said, the strategy will probably be to, once we've done with the survey, this is good enough, and I'll make the other rolls next time, probably come into... Actually, we can go right for this guy. Well, yeah, we can go right for this guy. And refuel. We could do it all here, but I'm thinking be cautious, and we'll come into this guy. So, we have finished our planet scans. We've got a garden world here, but it's got a thin atmosphere. That's pretty crazy. Doesn't have much of an atmosphere, but that's good enough. Let's look at this here. Atmosphere. One of these. Oh, I've got to be over here. Hold on. There it is. Let's look at atmosphere. What does it tell me about a 5? Thin. 0.43 to 0.7. Survival gear required. Well, it doesn't look like it. Looks like I can just use it here. If I'm reading this right, Earth is 6. So it's thin. I don't know where I got that info. So we could probably go, in theory, without, well, we'll still use our vac suit, because it does protect us from bad stuff too, but we don't even need a filter here. Dense, standard tainted, yeah. So we don't need a filter per se. That's cool. And it's half water. This looks like a good world, and there's no other worlds. But of course, there's lots of moons out there, and who knows what's going on those. I have to do a survey of that. Probably want to look at this guy. That's who we want to hit first. We're going to pull into this guy, check out the moons, refuel, and then proceed into here if everything's okay. So, we finished the planet scans. I'm going to probably edit this to knock down my fumbling with the moons. I'll calculate the time for scanning. And then for the next one, we'll try and we'll calculate all this. How much time we spent scanning, doing these scans. We'll make the roll to see if we can fix the drones. And then we'll actually transit into system. So, there we go. We have an interesting system here. Only one planet. Everything else is gas giants or planetoid belts. But that one planet is half a gravity approximately, and slightly thinner than Earth air, and half or more than half water. So that's definitely, and it's the only one on the temperate zone. So that's definitely worth looking at. So thanks for listening. Tune in next time as we go ahead and proceed to move in system and start doing our survey. So thanks.